Hey there guys, how are you? Welcome to a brand new Q&A Ask Anything, where I answer everything and anything that you guys left in the comments. It gets weird, it gets magical, and it gets creepy at the same time. But with all that said, check out my brand new shirt, Blue Steel. I love it. Alright, so the first question is, John, what are your thoughts on Green Inferno? I actually did see Green Inferno probably a few weeks ago, one late rainy night, because I had nothing better to do. And going into the movie, I really wasn't expecting much. And that's what I got. The movie is about this group of tourists slash, what are they? Who cares what they are? They're a bunch of jackasses who go to South America and they end up being cannibalized by this small tribe. Now, don't get me wrong, I like gory stuff. I don't mind B-rate movies that have like a dark sense of humor about them, and this movie did have some of those things going on in it. But nevertheless, it was just really underwhelming to say the least and almost boring at times. And when you have a movie about cannibalism and a crazy tribe, it shouldn't be boring, but this movie was almost unwatchable. But I did like some of the weird dark humor. I don't think a lot of people comprehended it was supposed to be funny in the theater, all three other people that were there. But let me give you an example of one scene. They're stuck in this cage, they're going to be eaten alive by this tribe, and one guy just starts jerking off. And the other guy's like, "What are you doing, man? What are you doing?" And he goes and chokes him, and the guy just keeps jerking off. And I'm like, okay, all right, I appreciate where you're going with that. And Green Inferno was directed by Eli Roth, who directed Hostel, and I enjoyed the movie Hostel for what it was. There was a lot of shock value torture porn going down, but for some odd reason, seeing people getting tortured in a warehouse and other people paying for that experience was fascinating to me. But yeah, Green Inferno it felt like a cheap wannabe cannibal holocaust, and you just wanted everyone in the movie to die. It wasn't very entertaining, and I would say at best, this is a rainy day Redbox movie. Like, this movie should have been made to go straight to DVD, not in theaters. So those are my thoughts on Green Inferno. If you don't ever watch the movie, well, you're missing nothing. Alright, the next question is, who is sexier, Anne Hathaway as Catwoman or Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow? This might be the unpopular opinion, but I'm going to go with Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. I just find her sleeker body style more sexy and appealing to me. And plus, every time I close my eyes, I think about Anne Hathaway getting on the bat pod and just like poking her. Yeah, that scene right there resonates into my brain. So I'm going to go with Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. Dude, I'm having trouble with my diet, drinking too much soda and crap. Any tips? Yeah, stop drinking soda and eating crap. It's pretty much that easy. Changing your diet, just give it 30 days. You'll be surprised what it does, especially cutting out soda. Now, if you want to drink soda, or I call it pop because I'm from Indiana, just drink diet. Drink Diet Pepsi. And by the way, they took the aspartame out of Diet Pepsi, so now it's even healthier for you. But that would be my recommendation. And eat good. It's not hard to eat good. Do you like chicken? Do you like steak? Eat some of that and some vegetables. All right. Hey, John, I'm trying to get into the gym more. By the way, there's going to be a healthy supply of workout questions and movie questions and just weird off-the-wall questions. But yeah, so... hey, John, I'm trying to get into the gym more. If you could just show me a few supplements you take before you work out. Sorry if you've been asked this 1,000 times. And indeed I have. And I will make a video showing my supplements. But I take pre-workout and I drink some protein shakes every once in a while. But there's also a few other supplements you can take to help soreness. Like you can take amino acids. And you can also take creatine. But that's not really necessary if you're kind of just starting out in the gym. All right. Demi Lovato or Selena Gomez? Why not both? I would probably go with Selena Gomez on that one. But by the way, didn't Demi Lovato make that one song that just came out, Cool for the Summer? I hear that everywhere I go. I kind of like it. It's a little bit catchy. What director do you think would make an accurate movie about your life? That's a phenomenal question. I'm going to go with Martin Scorsese because the things that he does with like Wolf of Wall Street and showing that raunchy, crude style of humor, I think that's what I would need in a biopic for my life. So I'm going to go with Martin Scorsese on that based on Wolf of Wall Street. Have you ever screamed at somebody in the theater because they were annoying? I don't think I've screamed. I think I went up behind somebody and I had I talked in like a really deep, somber voice. I was like, can you please shut the fuck up? But it was like these annoying teenage girls that were on their phone for like 30 minutes of the movie. I mean, they were just obnoxious. And they needed to learn a thing about respect. But no, yeah, not in the theater. One time I almost got in a fight at a gas station because some guy cut me off, then I cut him off. And then I pulled into the gas station and he followed me. And I got out of the car. It was just after the gym one late night. And I was all sweaty and just pumped up. And I don't remember what I said. And then it went nowhere. So, good stories. When did you lose your virginity? 16. And it was the week that I got my driver's license. Because women think you're cool when you can drive in high school. How do you deal with heartbreaks? You just got to tell yourself you're bigger, you're better, you're stronger, and you're smarter than that other person, and then you can move on in life. Or you get a Tinder account, and you just have a lot of fun for the summer. Now you guys know why I don't make enough videos. John, if you could have any car from a movie, what would it be? By the way, keep the videos coming, bro. Thanks, man. I would probably, the obvious answer is I would go with a Tumbler. Yeah, still my favorite Batmobile. But to be a little bit different, I would probably go with the DeLorean because, well, it's a time-traveling vehicle and it'd be pretty fucking awesome to time travel. Low-carb or high-carb diet? Well, you want to go with enough carbs where you're going to burn off those carbs so they don't get stored as fat. But yeah, some days I eat a whole bunch of carbs. Some days I look better. Some days you look more full if you eat enough carbs or more carbs. But I would say on days that you work out, don't be scared of carbs. Days that you days that you do work out, don't be scared of carbs. Days that you don't work out, keep the carbs low. Because you're going to burn them off in the gym. Yo, John, I was wondering, Tarantino or Kubrick? They're both phenomenal directors. Kubrick is, I mean, he's a mastermind. He's a mastermind, and but you know what? I think Tarantino movies are more watchable. I go back and watch Tarantino movies way more often than I do Stanley Kubrick films, so I'm gonna go with Tarantino on that one. Hey, John, what's stopping you from uploading on a normal basis? Because I've seen a lot of reviewers, and you by far upload the least. I know, you're right. I would say I don't review as many movies as most other movie reviewers. And it's just, some days I just don't have the energy or the creative inspiration to push record on that camera. Some other guys pump out videos and reviews, and I don't have that in me. When I shoot a movie review, like I said before, I need to be at 150% when I push record on that camera. Because I don't know if you watch my videos, but I feel like I exert a lot of fucking energy in those videos. And after they're done, I'm usually pretty, like, my back gets sweaty. I have to go drink some water after the video, and then I have to relax for a minute, and then I edit the video over the next 4 or 5 hours. And then, you know, that's why I don't make as many videos, I guess. But also keep this in mind, I do have 2 channels. And, you know, I try to keep up with both of them, even though I've been neglecting this one a little bit. But yeah, I guess I'm trying to start making more videos, and I've actually made, over the last 2 days or 3 days, I've made 1, 2, 3, and this would be the 4th video. So I'm trying right now very hard to be consistent. That is my goal. Because really, there's no excuse not to be. I mean, there's a few excuses not to be, but, you know, they're not good enough. I owe you guys more, all right? All right, what's worse, the Matrix sequels or Star Wars prequels? Holy shit. Okay, here's what I'm going to say before I answer that. There was more hope and hype behind the Star Wars sequels, so those had to be phenomenal movies for people to like them. I mean, anything less than phenomenal, people were going to hate the shit out of them. The thing about the Matrix movies was, you know, people wanted to see them, but there wasn't as much hype behind them and as much anticipation. We'll say that. So I will say this. I think the Matrix sequels are almost unwatchable. The second movie, Matrix Reloaded, I think is boring as shit. Matrix Revolutions, besides the robots shooting up at the things coming out of the hole, that sounds weird. that was like the only good scene in that movie. So I would say I'd rather watch the Star Wars prequels. And I don't think they're good, but I'd just rather watch them. This question made me laugh. If you were at the gym one day and decided to max out on your bench press, would you rather be spotted by Michael J. Fox totally nude or Hanson from Scary Movie 2, the guy with the deformed hand? Hey, child, what are you doing? Oh, my germs. That guy. I don't know why. That question made me laugh. I'd probably go with Michael J. Fox on that. All right. Best movie hair. Any movie with Nicolas Cage in it is best movie hair, all right? Are you interested in tattoos? If you could get one, what would you get? For me, I don't feel like I'm a tattoo guy, but do I think they look cool and they look okay on some people? Sure, why not? I think they're sexy on women sometimes, if they're done right. But for me, I'm too indecisive, and I know whatever I got, I probably wouldn't like a week later, so I just wouldn't get it. I just wouldn't get one. Plus, I'm way too picky, too. Like, if there was one flaw in that tattoo, I would just stare at it for hours and hate myself for getting it. So that's why I just wouldn't get tattoos. Hey, Johnny, where can I buy one of your shirts? Link down below in the description box. It's on every single video. It's at redbubble.com. Go there, pick up one of my shirts. And if you do, email me a picture. By the way, if any of you have emailed me pictures of you wearing one of my t-shirt designs, I have those. They're in a folder, and I am going to give you guys your shout-outs. So just hang on patiently. I have them there waiting to go, I assure you. Hey, John, when are you going to do a Blu-ray collection update? Love your videos. Do you mean an entire Blu-ray collection update video? Because I do want to do one. I do one once a year around this time. So yeah, I will aim to do one over the next, maybe sometime this month or next month. November seems like a good time. It's kind of a dead time, you know what I mean? Not much happening. So maybe in November. But as far as a movie update goes, I actually have one ready to go. So that should be up maybe this weekend or Monday. So look out for that. What do you think your audience consists of? Well, I can tell you, looking at my statistics, it's about 95% male. The biggest demographic of viewers is like from 18 to 24. And then after that, it's, yeah, I think that's the biggest demographic of viewers. Pretty much no one over 33 watches my videos. So, yeah, but as far as people-wise, I love my fucking viewers. They're, like, you know what they consist of? A lot of badass motherfuckers. That's what they consist of. You know, I feel like I have some really good viewers. I have people that keep in touch with me, people that watch every one of my videos, and I feel like I have some very supportive viewers, and I do notice those things, and that's kind of what motivates me to keep going. So yeah, I'm happy with my viewer base. By the way, I have Snapchat now. You can follow me on Snapchat at theflickpic, one word. So yeah, follow me on Snapchat. And but what I do is I allow everyone who follows me on Snapchat, you can send me snaps. Like, I can't reply to all of them. Every once in a while, I'll reply. But I do look at all of them, I assure you. And sometimes I get some weird shit. But I do get to see my viewers this way, and it's kind of intriguing to me. So, like, people, like, show me their room, or, like, posters or movies they picked up, or just, like, them smiling at the camera, or just weird shit. But yeah, it's pretty cool. How often do you train traps? I train trap. Here's the thing. I work out whenever I do, like, an upper body day, which is probably, like, 3 times a week. I work out a little bit of everything, and then I pick one day to really focus on one muscle group, and I split that up. But I kind of hit my traps almost every day, and then what I do is I savor the flavor, and I really hit them on back day. Because keep in mind, though your traps look like they're on your shoulders, they're actually located on your back. So I train my traps on back day. What's your advice to people who are just starting out reviewing movies? Ooh, that's tough, because the thing about YouTube is, I remember when I first started, like, I was like, I'm going to start reviewing movies more often. And I remember at the time, you know, there was maybe 20, 30 reviews of a movie. maybe more, but now there's like 300. Any movie that comes out, there's 300 movie reviews. So there's a lot of competition, and there's a lot of stuff to kind of weed through to stand out. And I feel like, you just got to be different. You got to be unique and do the obvious things, Do have well-edited videos, light them well, have good audio, good picture quality, all those basic things. And then have a personality, because when you're reviewing a movie, film is subjective, and you got to have a personality to go along with your opinion. And if you don't have one of those and you're just stating bullet points like a robot, well, who's going to want to watch that shit? No one. So, look at some guys who review movies online that, are having success, and look at what they're doing and say, okay, I'll take some of that inspiration and do my own thing with it, with some originality, and try that out. So, I can tell you this. For the most part, people's attention spans are very short. They want like 3 to 5 minute movie reviews. And so that's the best advice I can give you. Have you ever been caught looking at a girl's ass in yoga pants at the gym? Never been caught, but I tell you, that's what motivates me to go to you want to know what motivates me to go to the gym? It's that right there. And since I'm a fan from Australia, can you do an Australia accent? Love to work. Hey, what are you doing down there? Come here. Look at my... Look at my willy whacker. No, that's terrible. Hey, say, mate. That's all I got, man. I'm sorry. Is that a crocodile? No. I'm it's just getting worse. It's getting worse, so I'm going to stop. But have I ever been caught? I don't think so. What I do in the gym is when I see like nice women in yoga pants, what I do is I'll look at this mirror and I'll make my view bounce off that mirror, and then I'll see it. You know what I mean? You got to bounce the view off the mirrors. Do you like metal music? Absolutely, man. I love it. I don't like the like hardcore metal music because sometimes I feel like the lyrics and the voice in them are like I that shit's like I can't handle too much of that. But like I like metal music like After Forever. Listen to the band After Forever and the song Discord. That's badass epicness right there. And I actually here's a quick little side note. I don't know if you give a shit, but I like Five Finger Death Punch. I actually paid for this. I downloaded their brand new album. I think Got Your Six is what it's called. I actually paid for that to download that off Amazon, and it's on my phone right now. So, yeah, I like metal music. Love it. And Kill Switch Engage, I remember starting to listen to them in high school, and I've stuck with them ever since. What are some movies you hated at first, but now love, and some movies you liked / loved at first, but now hate?